What is up, fans? I am your host, Alex Kramer, and I'd like to welcome you back to the newest episode of A Greatest Pod on Turf. And don't forget to like and subscribe. My partner over here, Kieran, what is up?
What is up, fans? Like you said, don't forget, like, subscribe. Sorry for the lack of episodes. Recently, we've gone to some big technical problems with the stuff we used to record. But it doesn't matter, man. We got a lot of topics, and we're just going to get right into it. Plenty to speak about, and they call us the big speakers, and we're going to get rolling. So basically, what we first want to talk about is something that's been on my mind, and we're going to get into the NFL. We're going to do that later on the cast, so please be sure to listen for that. But first of all, Cram, I want to ask your opinion on this, dude. So I know you're a big Joe Biden fan, and you're all about participation trophies.
Stop saying that shit.
You're all about participation
trophies. The fans out here think you're the biggest fan.
Here's the biggest participation trophy out there. So you see the Philadelphia Phillies. We're not going to talk about baseball too much. I like it. Kramer hates it. The fans hate it. So we're not going to talk about it. But there is a topic relevant to it.
I just hate the Phillies because they suck dick.
They don't, because this is what happened. Philadelphia Phillies have snapped an 11-year postseason drought, which is pathetic and disgusting in itself. But
it's not impressive to me that they did that after losing 10 straight games.
There you go. So I don't think they did, but we're going to talk about this. The Phillies have clinched a berth, and right after the game, they're going crazy, partying, popping champagne.
They're looking like losers. They're looking like losers. Like they won the chip.
Finish what the fucking point is, dude.
Fuck them.
Okay, let me explain, man. The Phillies are popping champagne in the locker room, going ballistic out there because they ended up clinching a wild card berth, man. They're going fucking stupid out there. So to me, it's just, okay, a lot of these guys haven't been to the playoffs, celebrate a little bit, but to have this huge party, popping bottles of champagne, I get it in some way, but come on, man, you haven't won anything. You haven't even won one fucking playoff game, man. I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. It's the whole Joe Biden
swept by the Braves
participation trophy bullshit, man. That's been plaguing this country for a long time.
That because the Phillies did that, they will not win at all.
Right. It feels like they've already won. In their minds, they've won.
They jinxed their shit.
In their minds, they're champions already because they're popping bottles in the fucking locker room. It's a joke.
They're pathetic. They will never win anything. And the reasoning is because they're popping bottles after winning a simple thing. And they're not even winning anything. They just made it to the playoffs, which they should have done the past couple years. And you know what? They're pathetic. They're pathetic. They should have been playing the Mets. They're looking like they're going to play the Cardinals. They're just a pathetic team. They're not going to be able to beat either the Cardinals, the Mets, or the Braves. And they shouldn't get excited because they're just going to get dicked like they did the last 4 games of the Braves.
They didn't really get dicked. They kind of split that series, man.
They split the series, but they should have won every game.
I mean,
if you're splitting the series, they're not going to go back home to wherever Atlanta and win the game. They're done.
Here's the difference, man. Baseball, it's not the best team wins. It's all about who gets hot at the right time. The Braves, were they the best team last year?
Aaron Judge.
Like Aaron Judge, man. Were the Braves the best team last year? Speaking of Aaron Judge, he's popping boof pills, steroid the fuck up. We're going to talk about that in a sec.
He's a liar. Aaron Judge is not steroided up. He just beat Babe Ruth, the pathetic Babe Ruth record. I'm just kidding. Not pathetic, but he just beat that. He's a legend. And you know what? Everyone's walking him now, which I think is even weirder.
I mean, why wouldn't you? If you don't walk him, he'll hit a fucking home run.
Let him hit a home run. He's a beast. That's what people want to see. You think people want to see walks? That's why baseball gets 0 views. No one wants to see walks. We want to see home runs. That's why they're doing that shit where they're making the bags bigger or whatever they're fucking doing and all these things. Next year, they're making the bags bigger. They're no longer allowing infield shifts, anything like this, because they want the game to be more scoring because more people will watch if it's a 20-14 game.
It's not about the scoring. You got it all fucked up. You said it best, my friend. You said the reason why football is number 1 is because of the pace of play. It's always the pace. The pitch clock is the only rule change they should fucking do. It speeds up the pace. In football, there's a play going on, and it's always exciting. Basketball, the court's always moving. Baseball, there's 30 fucking... You might get 2-3 minutes before you even get a fucking 4-pitch walk out there.
How many pitchers out there are pussies? They can't even last the whole game.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. Well, they're trying to prevent injury. But back to Aaron Judge, man. Let me tell you about this guy. People are all, this is the problem I have. People are up in arms. Oh, the home run king. It's the real record. They had Barry Bonds for an interview. They're like, do you think it's the real home run record? And like, what the fuck is Bonds going to say? So also, you got to think about this. Aaron Judge is popping steroids. It could not be more obvious. This offseason, they had the whole lockout bullshit. So they didn't test anybody for steroids since there officially was no fucking MLB in progress. So this guy's coming in here popping Scooby snacks. We've known it since day one. The fan, it's the same thing happened when Bonds started juicing and hitting 70 fucking home runs in a season.
Barry is a beast, and maybe we should allow steroids in sports.
I mean, no, you should not allow that because it's unnatural, and some guys don't want to do that. It's unnatural. You can't be popping that shit and expected people to argue that's a fair fight. It ain't a fucking fair fight. You know, you see Jose Canseco. It's disgusting when you look back at these old films of these guys and they're stepping in the box. I'm like, the question is, how does anyone not know these guys are fucking gorillas in that batting box? How can you not tell? And like Barry Bonds was he was a big dude, not huge, and then he comes in, he's just all of a sudden fucking jacked to the oblivion, hitting home runs well into his fucking deep 30s, and no one gets suspicious, dude. The whole thing's a fraud. We've been scammed again. All we do is get scammed today, and people fall for it. People like getting scammed, you know? It's kind of Stockholm syndrome.
Scams everywhere, just like all of sports scams. The only sport that's not a scam is the NFL. Best sport in the world, best sport on earth. No, the only sport that really isn't a scam is UFC.
NFL is the biggest scam on the fucking world. Do not say that. NFL is the biggest scam.
Goodell, huge pussy, hate him. Kieran, you know how we feel about Goodell on this pod. He's the biggest scam artist there is. All he does is take money and just do a bunch of bullshit, you know?
Yeah. You're saying NFL's the only one who's not a scam, and now you just say it's a scam?
I was joking. I said after the only.
You better be fucking joking. That piece of shit.
I said the only sport that's not a scam is UFC.
Maybe the biggest piece of shit, fucking loser, clown, ball, disgusting piece of trash, inhumanitarian, masochist, messiahist, whatever the fuck, Dan Snyder, this piece of shit clown motherfucker was caught with all this horrendous, vile shit, an owner of the league, and then they were investigating him. Roger Goodell leaks the Gruden emails, gets my boy John Gruden fired. Goodell, you know you're full of shit. Dan Snyder is a disgrace. His organization is a disgrace. You have shit and water leaking out of the pipes. You have fucking railings collapsing at your own field. That's the biggest stadium in football, pretty much. It's just huge. There's so many fans. They can't pack the seats. They're called the Commanders. It's a horrible name. Nobody wanted the name. You can't get any more bottom of the barrel than the Washington Commanders. Okay, you had one good run in the 80s. Otherwise, you've been dog shit.
We knew the Washington Commanders were going to be pathetic coming into the season.
The only time they win, they're never good. The only time they win the NFC East is when all the other teams fucking suck. They always get in with like a 9-7, 8-9 record.
I don't know when in my lifetime they've won the NFC East.
No, they've won it a few times, I remember, but it was only because Dallas was horrible or Philadelphia was horrible or the Giants were horrible.
They're pathetic. Their owner's pathetic. They're a pathetic franchise.
Yeah, they fucked over my team and John Gruden by leaking all that bullshit.
As we've said, stadium's falling apart. Shitty area, shitty team, shitty quarterback. Maybe the worst quarterback ever at this point. Carson Wentz looking atrocious.
You love him.
I like Carson. I'm a big supporter of him. But, man, he's not doing it. And I don't know if it's because the team's horrible. I mean, we know it's a team game. And a lot of times I realize in the NFL, we blame the quarterback more than we should, as they may get sacked a shit ton. Just like your quarterback here. And we're out here blaming Derek Carr, right? We're out here blaming the quarterbacks. But maybe the offensive line's the issue, right? Maybe
everything's an issue with that horrible
quarterback. Maybe they need to get more weapons. Maybe the running back needs to be better to take the pressure off the quarterback. Maybe the defense needs to be better. But in a lot of situations, it really boils down to the quarterbacks getting hit so many times that he can't do anything. And breaking news right now, we have Tom Brady. It came out today. Tom Brady is getting a divorce from his wife, and they both got divorce lawyers. Crazy stuff going down there. Tom's looking like he's upset on the field, not playing well. Maybe it's getting to his head. The kids, who knows? I think, me and my friends, we were debating, who do you think Tom should be with next? I think Tom would be great with like Jennifer Aniston, Kim Kardashian, or J-Lo.
That's ridiculous fucking conversation.
No, great conversation, bro. People will like this when they hear our pod. They'll drop a comment. I think Tom should be with.
Who do you really think anyone cares who?
Jennifer Aniston Oh yeah, a lot of people care, bro. A lot of people care. That's why it's breaking news. That's why people are
Okay, let
talking
me
about it.
rephrase. Why do they care about it? Do you know?
People care about other people's business
I don't care
because
about.
he's a
Do I ask you
celebrity.
about your business?
Bro, we're not talking about you, bro. You don't care about a lot of things because you have this mindset that media and other people don't matter. But in reality, he's a celebrity. People look up to him. People like him. He's in the spotlight. People care about that.
Yeah,
We're
but
here
who
to talk
cares who
about.
his fucking
We're
wife
here to
is?
talk about things that people care about. We're here to talk about the divorce between Tom and Giselle. Who has more money?
Okay, you
What's
really
gonna
want me to
happen?
say
Is it gonna
she's
be
got way more
dirty?
money. She's got way more money than him. She's not gonna get shit from that divorce. The divorce benefits Brady, but let me tell you, Brady, you made a big mistake coming back. He knows he did. He lost his fucking pretty much wife at this point and whole family by coming back to play football.
And his
And
team's not supporting him. His supporting cast is not there.
no, they suck. But here's the funny thing, though. What's gonna happen from this? Basically, he retired to spend time with his family. Now he's got no family, pretty much. His wife left him. So he's going to keep playing football until he's 50, 55, whatever the fucking case is. So people are like, oh, it's Brady's last year. It ain't his last year. He's got nothing to go back to now. It's not going to be Jennifer Aniston or Kim K. It's going to be nothing. He's married to football for the rest of his life. You know what? It
You're
would
wrong.
not surprise
You're
me.
wrong. You're
You know,
wrong.
like Aaron Judge, Tom Brady's popping something. So he's going to stick around till he's maybe 60 years old in the NFL National Football League. He might play to the 60s.
Brady's an all natural guy. He has the TB12
He ain't
method.
fucking all
He
natural.
follows the TB12 method.
His
And
face
that's
isn't
what,
even natural. Have you seen his new plastic surgery? It looks like he's
okay,
fucking
plastic
12 years
surgery
old.
doesn't make you better in sports, you dickhead.
Yeah, but you said he's all natural. That ain't natural, that fucking
No, we're
12-year-old
talking all
face.
natural athletic wise, bro. This guy isn't pumping shit. He might be pumping fucking vitamin B12 shots, liver, and raw organs. But this guy is not taking roids. Do not compare him and disgrace his name like that, Kieran. You know he's a GOAT.
I
Even
can
if he's
say what I
having,
want. He
even
ain't
if
the GOAT.
no,
He ain't the
even if
GOAT.
he's having a bad season, we still need to hold the utmost respect for Tom as he's cool. And if anyone else out there can find a way to make themselves look like Tom does at his age, because if you look at his picture, beginning of the league to now, he looks like he's gotten younger. Kieran may say plastic surgery, but
It
that
is.
in a lot of instances, plastic surgery makes you uglier. So and makes you
Not
look
really.
worse. But this guy looks young as fuck. He's as fit as he's ever been. If you don't remember when he first came into the league, the guy was fat as fuck.
You keep sucking him off, man. Keep sucking him
Yeah,
off.
keep
He ain't
sucking off
the
the Raiders, you pussy. Keep
I
sucking
don't
off.
suck him off. I
Keep
don't,
sucking off
motherfucker.
fucking. Keep sucking off the fact that you don't believe that people care about this stuff that people care about.
No, here's what they care about. Tom Brady, let me tell you right now, he ain't the fucking GOAT. He's a little pussy because he's a sore loser. You know, I saw this video of him and he didn't shake hands with Nick Foles.
You're just like Tom Brady. You kiss kids.
Yeah, for sure. Don't say that. I'll sue your bitch ass for lying. But let me tell you about Brady. He is a piece of shit. He's a sore loser. He didn't shake Eli's hand. Maybe he did, but he didn't shake.
Eli's a
I know
pussy. Eli's a beta.
he didn't shake Stafford. I don't think he didn't shake.
Stafford, worst quarterback going.
He didn't shake Nick Foles' hand. He doesn't
Nick
shake hands.
Foles
But
legend
then,
and Nick
but then when
Foles
his team
legend.
wins, he's the first one to shake your fucking hand. They call that a sore loser, man. That's what this pussy Tom Brady
He
is. I
doesn't
used to
need to
like him.
shake hands.
And
Bro,
you know
why
what
would
else?
you shake
He's
a
a
hand?
cheater. He's a grade
Bro,
A
he's
fucking cheater.
focused. He's focused. If you're focused on the goal, you're not going to go coerce with the other team and
But he
congratulate
does
them.
it when he
You're
wins.
gonna
He
walk
does it
off
when he
the
wins.
fucking field. You're gonna walk off the field. You're gonna focus on next year as soon as you lose that game, the most important game there is. You're not gonna go congratulate the other team. Why would you do that when you're as focused as him? When you have seven Super Bowls
It's called
and you
being a
just
sore
won four?
loser. It's called
No,
being
he's not a
having
sore
respect
loser.
for
He's
the man you
focused.
play.
You
But
could
he wants
argue he's
everyone to
more
respect me. He wants everyone to call him the GOAT. Respect the GOAT. But he can't respect the guy who bested him in the game when he's had fucking 10 Super Bowls. Don't be a little crybaby bitch. This is why your wife fucking left you, dude. No one fucking likes you. He's a little pussy. He cheated. They say Brady left
criminal for saying
Belichick.
this stuff about Tom. You're a
Bel-
criminal. You're a criminal for saying this stuff about Tom.
Belichick wanted him out. He divorced his ass. You think it was the other
Horrible
way?
coach.
No, no, no.
Belichick,
It was
it
not the
has
other
been
way.
proven. It has been
Belichick
proven.
wanted.
It has
Listen to
been
me. Listen to
proven.
me. Listen to me.
It
Inside
has
scoop.
been proven that Belichick needs
It's
Brady.
no, it does not. It's an inside scoop. Belichick wanted Jimmy G to replace Brady, and Robert Kraft said, we can't do this. There was no reason to trade Jimmy G. Robert Kraft said, you have to keep Tom. So he traded Jimmy G, and Belichick was furious. He couldn't
Who
handle
gives
it.
a fuck? Look what Tom did. Tom won for them. Who cares if he wanted Jimmy G to step in? Who
Belichick
cares
won
if
those
what
bowls.
Belichick wanted? Belichick ain't out there winning the fucking Super Bowls. That guy
Yeah,
ain't
and
doing
guess
shit.
what?
He
If
doesn't
the
even call.
motherfucking
He doesn't even call the offense. He doesn't even have anything to do with the offense. So if you think in any regard that Belichick is the reason they won Super Bowls when he has nothing to do with the offense, you are dead wrong.
Here's the reason he's got all those Super Bowls. Luck. Because the Tuck rule was complete fucking bullshit. Raiders kicked his bitch ass, started the whole dynasty. Okay, then you say what? How about when they cheated and used video cameras and spied on opposing teams' practices? What do you think about that? Is that not good? How about in 2014 when he deflated the footballs and fucking threw them 1,000 yards like nothing? And then how about again when Brady is in the Super Bowl 28-3, the Falcons choke their fucking dicks off. Any competent team wins that game without an issue. It's a fraud.
We're done talking.
Brady's a fraud.
Enough with Brady. We're moving on to JJ Watt. JJ Watt, news breaks that the guy wasn't on the field, by the way, Kieran. He died
on the field
the day before the game or some shit and went into AFib, and they had to shock his heart back into going, and then he was out there playing the game. Now that is a fucking beast, right? That's a beast.
Let's try to be fully accurate. I don't actually believe he died. I think he just had an irregular heartbeat or something, which could lead,
exactly what happened, and
which could lead to death. We don't want to come out and just say he died, but
it could lead to death, 100%.
Yeah, I think it will lead to death. So I mean, glad he got that sorted out and shit. But he's a warrior, man. He's a warrior. Should have won MVP in 2014. Rodgers completely screwed him out of that, and Rodgers fucking sucks too. He's a fucking ayahuasca DMT smoker, and look what happens to you. Is this what I'm saying? People are like, oh, ayahuasca and psychedelic drugs are so good for you. Well, not to Aaron Rodgers because he's
sports. They're only good for creation.
No, they're good for nothing except for ruining your life pretty much and making
Kieran's the wrong guy. Kieran's spreading lies to all of you. Mushrooms.
No, you want to be a hippie. You want to be a hippie and not exceed in life.
No, if you don't believe that mushrooms are good for you, you're wild.
No, you want to live. You want to live a good life like Rodgers was before he popped all this boofy pills.
Rodgers' team's horrible.
I don't care. It's a team sport, man.
Exactly. It's a team sport. You can't blame. So it's not the ayahuasca. He's the same fucking guy, bro. The team's just worse. And the other thing is, the ayahuasca helps you come completely. If you got PTSD, anything like that, ayahuasca gets rid of it. If you you said this on the pod. Mushrooms reconnect your brain waves.
You said it. You said that. I didn't say that.
You need to just get out of here, bro. You need to get out of here and stop talking shit on everything.
You want me to quit the pod?
No, I don't want you to quit the pod, pussy.
Thank you.
Iguodala talks shit on white players. Iguodala's a racist, just like Matt Stafford is a racist for not ever passing the ball, to Allen Robinson in the first game of the NFL season. But Iguodala is a racist in the other regard towards white people. Kieran, I know you have the inside scoop on this topic. What is up?
Iguodala, former Sixer, but he basically called out white players. He's like, oh, I see white players, and they usually suck, but DiVincenzo's good or something along those lines.
DiVincenzo's good?
He is good.
Give me a break.
He's a beast. Here's the issue that I have with that statement.
The fucking Dante DiVincenzo is good.
He is good.
He's all right. He's not a starter.
All right, let's just put the ball at the table. Here's the issue I have with Iguodala's statement. I know everyone's got the same exact point, but they say the corniest statements are the truest, and this is true. He came after white guys, and Montrezl Harrell was like, that Luka Doncic calling him a bitch ass white boy and shit. I mean, it's so weird how you could attack these white guys and shit. I'm not saying white guys are a victim. Obviously, they're not, but you got to keep it fair on both sides. It's fine if they say that, but you can't be offended the other way. Or if you wanted to no fly zone at racism, you can't have that because Iguodala can't just call out all white guys like that, man. I know they
aren't wrong. They aren't wrong in a lot of aspects, though.
What do you mean?
Black guys on the court are better, and if you look at statistics, there's way better, more historically Hall of Famers that are black.
I guess so, but it is what it is. I don't think he was trying to be offensive or anything like that. But it's just like people say these statements about racism.
That should just skip heavy, bro.
I'm like, dude, if a lot of people are getting offended. A lot of people are getting offended at that statement. And to be fair, you really shouldn't get offended by that. I just think people get too offended, and we got to know when to take it easy. And with that,
people need to know it is true.
Just take it easy.
American athletes are a lot better in a lot of aspects in a lot of sports. It's very true.
Yeah, but Pistol Pete
obviously not when it comes to quarterbacks, though. Obviously not when it comes to quarterbacks. But in many aspects, The best basketball players have been African American, and we can't argue that. Doncic is good, but he's never going to be LeBron. He just
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
have the
he's better than
power.
LeBron.
He
He's
doesn't have the
better
big
than
dick
LeBron.
LeBron has. He doesn't have the increased
He's better.
testosterone LeBron has.
Yeah, he
And you
does.
know the other thing? He's not better, Kieran. He's not better. And the
He's
reason he's
better
not
than
better,
LeBron.
you can tell me he's better when he wins a chip, pussy.
No, he will. He will this year.
He won't. If you
What's the point?
disrespect the Sixers like that, you're an idiot. And you need to tell me this. Name one white starter on the Sixers.
It would be Korkmaz.
Starter.
There is none.
There is none. Name one white starter on...
Thibault's half white, and same with PJ Tucker.
Thibault ain't starting this year, is he?
He might. PJ Tucker's half white. You know, it always confused me. I was dead ass sure Blake Griffin was white. Guess he's not. And Klay Thompson.
Blake Griffin is half white.
You can't tell me Klay Thompson ain't white, man. Look, and same with Logic. Logic,
Klay
the
Thompson
rapper.
don't look white, dude.
Logic's like he keeps trying to subtly slip the N-word into his tracks because he says
Logic is the coolest rapper alive.
Why do you always cut me off, dude? I wasn't even close to being finished with the point.
Bro, it's a sports pod. We can't be talking about Logic.
No, I'm just saying it's funny how Logic's like trying to subtly slip the N-word into his tracks because he's saying he's mixed race, but he doesn't know if it's cool for him to say it, you know? Like Blake Griffin, that's his problem. And apparently Blake Griffin got a porn star pregnant, but we're not going to talk about that.
Blake Griffin did get a porn star pregnant, and he won't come out about it because he's a pussy-ass beta, and that porn star is better than him.
She's better than him at what? Life?
Life.
I guess, I mean, not really. If you're a porn star, you're not really.
A lot of respect for that girl.
Wait, let me ask you. Would you be a porn star?
No.
No OnlyFans from you?
No.
You know what? You know what a big trick OnlyFans has been doing? That these girls with OnlyFans are paying these like high-profile Twitter guys, like these meme accounts, to like reply to their tweets and like them. Because if you do that, if they do that, all their tweets will show up to their followers, and then you click the fucking link to the OnlyFans. So these OnlyFans girls pay these profiles to like tweet and like their shit.
I bet LeBron would make a killing if he did OnlyFans.
LeBron?
Yeah.
Dude, you love LeBron. Are you gay for LeBron or something? Why
no,
would
LeBron's the best player in the NBA. I just thought that was a funny comment, bro. Funny
I mean, I guess so.
But here's the best part that we need.
Pitcher wife, or you want him to do with another guy?
Pitcher pitched a
LeBron and Luka Doncic tape.
Pitcher pitched a perfect game in LSD. I think LeBron should do it with Giselle.
That'd be funny as shit.
Pitcher pitched a perfect game on LSD, according to Kieran. Don't know where he got this, but he pulled it out of his ass.
Can't remember his name. I think Don's in there somewhere. Don might be his first name.
Don is our old neighbor. If you haven't listened to that pod, tap in. The Don who pitched a perfect game on LSD just happens to so be our neighbor. We knew this man.
Not true.
He was crazy after the LSD experience. Thought he was at war all the time.
There was this guy in the picture, him in the MLB, and he took LSD, acid, psychedelic, and he pitched a perfect game the fucking next day. Can't remember your name, I'm sorry. It's Don something. It's on the tip of my tongue. But, you know, he did it. Here's the thing, though. In baseball, there used to have these things called greenies, which is Adderall, pretty much like a stimulant Adderall, and they would pop that shit every game. In basketball, same deal. Cocaine pretty much was cocaine.
Cocaine because it made them better.
Pistol Pete was like a huge cocaine guy, and he popped it all day.
Pete legend, Pistol Pete legend.
You a cocaine user? Skip. We can't talk about that on the pod.
We don't talk about cocaine on this pod because we are brand friendly to the YouTube channel. But we do have a new segment going forward. Not new, but we're bringing this segment back because we've heard a lot of good theories about it. Today, next pod, it's going to be 5 and 5, but today Kieran's leaving all the questions on me, it seems. So,
no. We alternate between pods.
No, it should be 5 and 5 each.
Basically, fans, Kramer, you didn't even tell them what the fuck we're doing. So let me
trivia. Trivia right now.
Here's a brief rundown. We're going to do some trivia questions. And what's going to happen is Kramer's going to ask me 5 questions. This pod, I'm going to ask him 5 questions. Next pod. And then we're going to do about 100 or so questions throughout the pods. Whoever gets to 100 questions right, or whatever number we pick, we'll tell you next episode. We will do $1,000. We got $1,000 on the line. So leave a like, leave a comment.
Giveaway. PS5 giveaway.
PS5 giveaway. We're also doing that. So leave a comment and you could win the PS5. So what questions do you got for me, brother? Let's see if I can knock them down.
What is the only sport to be played on the moon?
No, there's a sport on the moon. Well, let me think. You can't have really any sport where you're throwing something because there is zero gravity. So it has to be a sport where you're running. right? Or there can't be
Nah,
a ball they use.
It wasn't. It
But
wasn't.
I would just make a random shot in the dark and say soccer.
Well, this thing says it claims it's golf.
Oh, golf. Well,
Yep.
all right, fair enough. I mean, I guess that makes sense. You could hit the golf ball into the crater. Didn't think about that. Oh, for
What
one.
what NFL team was originally called the New York Titans?
New York Titans.
Yep.
That's a tough one. What kind of questions are these? You're asking me like ancient fucking shit here.
You give me these too.
All right. This is fine. New York Titans. Can I get a hint?
There's only 2 New York teams, brother.
So it was one of the old teams. Well, I'd have to say New York Jets were an AFL team. I believe they were started that way. The New York Giants, I would say there's a New York Football Giants.
It's the New York Jets, brother.
Fuck,
It's
man.
the Jets.
Man, I had a 50% shot. I thought the Jets just came out as the Jets. I didn't know. All right, 0 for 2.
What NFL team
I
is
suck at
considered
this shit.
What
Huh?
NFL team is considered the oldest?
The first NFL team.
Yep.
Well, I would have to say the Green Bay Packers.
Correct.
Nice. Let's fucking go. Bussy, you can't touch me. Fans, leave a comment how you're doing as well. In this,
What team won the first ever football? Oh, you're not going to get that. Never mind.
Why not?
What team won the first ever football game played at night?
Oh, pass.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Which team has the record of scoring the most points in the single Super Bowl?
Ooh, which team?
Yep.
I think it's the 49ers.
Correct, bro.
Nice,
Correct.
nice.
Woo!
Woo! 2 for 4. You get 1 pass per week, so if you don't like the questions, you can pass.
What team won 3 Super Bowls in the 1990s?
Well, I know the 49ers were good at that time, but also the Cowboys were good at that time. I'm going to say Dallas Cowboys.
You got it.
Nice. 3 for 5. I'm on the board. I'll put an animation right on the screen there. You can see it. So.
That was great, Kieran. Now let's get into some quick NFL. We'll run through our picks, but first things first, my team 4-0, only undefeated team in the league. Eagles look the best. Kieran, finally the Raiders get a win.
They're horrible still.
But they got a win. Did it make you feel any sense of happiness?
Well, that day was just a great day of sports for me because the Raiders won the game, the Phillies won their game, and the Brewers actually ended up choking to the Marlins, which allowed the Phillies to get in. So, yeah, that was a great day.
And the Eagles won, right?
Who?
Eagles.
Eagles, I mean, yeah, they won too. They're a great team.
All right, that's good. So let's get into our picks, Kieran. Let's get into our picks.
All right, let's get wrap into the picks right now. Let me tell you, fans, we're not doing a graphic this year. I don't know why we planned to, but it just never came around to happening. I don't know why.
The graphic, just pay attention to our picks. Our picks are good. We do good picks, good analysis. First things
I
first.
heard, though, even though there's no graphic, I've been undefeated this year.
That's bullshit.
That's how good I am.
First things first, Indiana Colts this Thursday head to Denver for the worst primetime game of the year. I think that the odds makers must not have seen this coming, but I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Colts.
I haven't seen one Thursday night game, and I couldn't find it on TV either, so I didn't even know.
It's on Amazon Prime Video.
What's that?
Prime Video. It's Amazon Prime Video. It's like now.
Never heard of it, and I don't have it, so I guess I can't. Thursday night football fucking sucks anyway. So
who's your pick?
Give me the 49ers here.
Giants head to the Packers to take on Aaron Rodgers, the ayahuasca man. I'm going Packers.
Who are they playing?
Giants at Packers.
Oh, no contest here. Giants, they're 3-1, a pretty horrible team. Regardless, they face some bad teams. Look, man, it's the NFL. Anyone can win if you face the good right opponent. It's why records are deceiving. They're 3-1, yes, but they suck. Lambeau Field, it's a cool fucking field. I didn't know this. It's like right in the middle of a neighborhood, pretty much. They showed this on the last pretty much broadcast.
Yeah,
so
pretty sick.
I'm gonna say Packers. They're at home. Green Bay's a weird thing. Wisconsin's weird, but they're a dominant force this year, so they win.
Next, we got Detroit. Oh, that's actually a by the way, that's not at Green Bay. I'm wrong. That's in England, maybe.
Oh, it is?
Does that change your pick?
Not really. I mean, it doesn't matter. Packers are better.
Is it in England? Is that where it's at? Let's see.
It
is in Tottenham. Yeah. All right. So next we got Lions heading to Patriots. I think that the Lions will win this game.
Lions head to New England. Matt Patricia, who used to be for the Patriots and Belichick, he's back there as like a defensive assistant. Easily one of the worst head coaches of all time. I'm not going to say the worst. That goes to Dennis Allen, who's somehow still coaching. Oh, Jesus Christ. For fuck's sake. Who's playing this one again?
Lions at Pats.
Good game. I really don't know. I have no clue who's going to win, so this is an absolute guess. Sometimes with these games, I use the facts. Sometimes I just guess. This is a case of a guess, and I'm going to say Patriots win.
I'm going Lions, so whatever.
Belichick ain't going to 1-4. Sorry.
Steelers, who just benched Mitch Trubisky, who could
Yeah,
be
they're
known as
horrible.
one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL, heads to the Buffalo Bills to take
Come
on
on, man.
Buffalo. And it's obvious Buffalo is going to throttle them.
Dude, how do you lose to the Jets? You just can't do that. And any team that loses to the Jets is just not good. I'm sorry. Pittsburgh, you clearly fucking suck. Your coach pretty much came out and said Mitch's play was the reason we benched him. He called him out. He said he sucks. He sucks ass. Kenny Pickett's got small hands and he can't throw the ball. So Pittsburgh, I like you as a team. I respect your team, but you're fucked this year. I mean, you guys aren't good. You have a good coach in Mike Tomlin, but you guys are gonna get rocked this week against the Buffalo Bills, who are a fucking powerhouse.
The two-less Dolphins head to New York to take on the silly Jets, and they're running on Bridgewater and a lot of injuries. I'm taking the Jets.
There's no way the Jets are even going to come close here. They're horrible. They always will be. And Jets fans, I'm sorry that I'm calling you out this bad. I'm sure you guys personally are good, but your team is just so bad, man. I'm not saying anything you guys don't already know. And you got no chance again this week. I'm sorry. Even the Dolphins without Tua, it's not like Tua's so good. They got fucking Tyreek Hill. They got playmakers. Just get the ball in the hands of Tyreek Hill. You win. He burns everybody. So, yeah, Dolphins are going to win. They move to 4-1.
I'm taking the Jets. Fuck you. Atlanta Falcons are heading to TB Buccaneers, Tom Brady Buccaneers, Tampa Bay
Tampa Bay,
Buccaneers,
which I will be returning to
who
shortly.
is now without a wife, without kids, it seems, will get a win.
Who they playing? I'm sorry, I'm off.
Falcons.
I'm sorry, dude. Falcons, man, it's a trap game for Brady. I'm gonna fucking make a bold prediction. No, there's no way Brady. He's pissed right now. His wife fucking left him. I'm sure he's distracted, but he's a film guy. The Falcons are still bad. I mean, they're improving.
They're horrible. Their defense is atrocious.
Yeah, that's the point. So Bucks are gonna take this. Brady ain't going under 500. Sorry.
Another shitty game. Seattle heads to New Orleans. Let's get through this one quick. I'm going with New Orleans.
They suck. Dennis Allen, he'll be fired short enough, and Seattle's as rightfully so. Seattle goes to what, 4-1? What's their record this year?
There's no way that's true.
Are they 2-2?
2-2.
I think they're 2-2. So they go to 3-2. Shocking the world.
Bullshit. Houston heads to Jacksonville. Jacksonville bounces back in this game.
I pick the Texans every week, and they've let me down every time. And they haven't won all season, and I've just keep picking them. Said on the last sports pod we did, I'm just gonna keep picking them until they win, and I'm gonna do it again. Texans win, and they're gonna go
Titans at Commanders. I'm gonna go with the Titans.
Wentz is down bad right now. I don't think the Commanders team is as bad as people say. Their offensive line is pretty weak, but they're not horrible. They're not good, but they're not horrible. Titans, I think
Titans are gonna run on them.
No, people always come into these Titan games are weird, man, because they could win any game, but they could lose any game. And right now, this is going to be a case where they lose this game, and the Commanders will take this one.
Bears at Vikings. I am going to take Kirk Cousins and the Vikings.
I agree. No need to discuss this one.
Chargers at Browns. I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Interesting matchup here. The rapist will take on the Mr. Cracked Rib, Mr. Dreamer.
Bro, he's not even playing.
J Herbo, not to be confused with G Herbo. J Herbo takes his swinging dick into Cleveland and upsets the dog pound.
100%.
Not really an upset, but
49ers head to Carolina to take on the Panthers. I'm going to go with the Niners.
I'm a big San Francisco fan, and Panthers are horrible. Baker is just so fucking horrible. Cleveland fans, I don't like
Baker to be good. I wanted him to be good, but he's not.
Cleveland fans, I don't like your rapist, and I don't like your organization. But I do like the 49ers to win here. Wait, didn't the 49ers already play a game this week?
49ers at Panthers. No. You got it right. 49ers.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, whatever.
They played Sunday night.
Final game of the week here.
No, we got like 3 more.
Second more.
Cowboys at Rams. To a pretty good game, but it's seeming like Dak's not going to be back again is what I'm hearing. His thumb.
Don't matter. Dak is sucks. The defense is solid. Cowboys win.
I'm going Rams. Eagles at Cardinals. My Eagles head to Arizona to take on the shitty Cardinals. Eagles win.
Eagles throttle this weak Arizona team. The fact that the Raiders lost this team is a disgrace. The Cardinals are bad. My team's even worse. It just keeps getting worse for them. They're horrible. And the Cardinals are one of the worst teams in the league. Shout out to J.J. Watt. He died and then resurrected. Is he Jesus himself who will come back and lead the Cardinals to a lot of victories? Who knows? but it's safe to say the Eagles will destroy the Cardinals in this game. They're clearly superior.
Sunday
in pretty much
night.
every facet.
Sunday night. This brings us to Sunday night, a really good matchup by the odds makers. We have Cincinnati heading to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.
Ugh,
And
I'm tired of these games. I feel like these games always happen at night.
I'm taking the Bengals all day.
I think you gotta stop putting Cincinnati and the Rams in primetime. It was like the worst Super Bowl matchup. The thing is though, I have nothing against either of these teams, but I just hate when I see them in primetime.
Who do you got?
I don't know.
Bengals, right?
It's a good game. It's a tough game. Ravens are at home, right?
Yep.
Okay, so M&T Bank's going to be loud. Joe Burrow, as Kramer hates him, he thinks he's a big pussy. I tend to agree, even though I like him a little bit. I don't like his nicknames. It's not all about Joe B. Jamar Chase has seemed to fall off a clip. They're scheming for him. Close game. Lamar is just unstoppable this year, and the Ravens take this one. They've had some tough losses. I think
Finally, we end this with a Monday night game. Raiders at Chiefs.
Here we go.
To break it to you, Kieran, the Chiefs are going to kill you.
You're not breaking anything to me because I know this is going to happen, and the Chiefs are going to fucking destroy us, but it's all good because I know what the result is. And that will wrap up our picks for this week. We love to end on that note. We'd like to thank you for listening, fans. We're just rolling on this pod. We expect these subscribers to keep growing. We had another great pod here. Watch our clips. We got clips rolling out now. Check out our IG, YouTube, any social media you got. Search a great podcast.
Like, subscribe, comment.
What's the TikTok name?
TikTok is, I don't know.
He doesn't know, but don't listen to TikTok. Don't use TikTok. Delete it off your app. But if you do use it, follow the great podcast.
If you do use it, follow the Drink